Hello, welcome to this video cast to subscribers to Callum Chew. Or anybody. But yeah, I'm going to discuss some things today, something I've seen in online videos, and giving you my thoughts about the neutrality, religion, and the Big Bang, and and all of that stuff. As a start, the point I'm coming from is, let's take mainstream religion, right? All you need to know is an historical document, the Bible. Who made that? Oh yeah, the global cult. Who created the Bible? The global cult. There are truths in it, or any religious texts and Korans or Bibles, whatever. But you've got to read them symbolically, not literally, because the world talks to us the language of symbols, not the language of English or Chinese Mandarin or Indian or whatever. The language is symbols. So, yeah. And it's hierarchical. You've got this judgmental God, and he has Jesus, who's one below him. Though is Joseph of Arimathea supposed to be older than Jesus, but he's not. So, oh my God, it's just ridiculous. The real God, the real consciousness, which is we're all part of. We're all part. People say you're not God. We're not. It's not exactly true. Not singularity. That's what narcissists do. Not I'm God and no. And that's what the religion is really. Think about it. It's this God and no. It's consciousness. Everything's energy. Everything's consciousness. Yeah. Everything's energy. We are awareness, love, consciousness, love, awareness, consciousness, having an experience. But that source energy, that all stillness that I've talked about before, David asked DMT experience, go and check it up on his platforms, davidack.com, and he saw the dazzling darkness people have experienced and need their experiences. When they've gone past the simulation, it's all stillness, it's like a shining brightness, dazzling darkness. It's all possibility waiting to manifest. But we're part of it, and us is part. We're part of it, and it's part of us. No hierarchical. Because if you look at, listen, David Icke talked about it in The Trap, and the new book will be even more explosive from what he said. Hope he does an audio version. But anyway, the point I'm making is, I got distracted. Or yeah, the point I'm making is that people have to, when they pass away, you're people, and they have to go through elders, and they have to go through this, and it's another hierarchical structure. It's part of the simulation. It is a trap, but to realise there is no trap, that we can go past the ring past not and all that exists. Because the Eastern thing is people describe a ring past, not some can't get past it, some struggle, some see it but on high enough vibration, some are so tuned in and in their own power and high energy, they don't even notice it. Straight out of simulation. Boom, gone. But no, I do believe that. But and my understanding is, with David's research is phenomenal. The simulations of speed of light, it's been set that way, created that way, told humanity in a smaller box than it's in, and just perceive only the five senses that were just the body and all this. Which you just finish up with. If you look at religion as well, you've got to. Apparently we're born sinners. What? Ridiculous. And it's not somebody sat on a cloud, though not a lot of Christians see it that way anyway. And it's like you have to go and see this man in a frock, and this man or woman in a frock tells you what God wants, and I'm more hierarchical than you. You have to do what God says for him to let you in, and it's your time to go back home. What? You don't. It's not like in a court. You judge yourself, whether conscious or subconscious or whatever, and how far you go with the frequencies. Okay. Let's just on to religion. Mainstream science. When itself in Freudian slip. Their religion is there is no God. and they're adamant that life's eternal, not eternal, sorry, in their view, that they were nothing. You can't get nothing from nothing, which pisses people off. That's not my problem, please. And then all of a sudden, an explosion created everything. Created the plants, the trees, life, spiritual energy, consciousness, if you believe it. This one guy believes that, very aggressive, that spirits are created by the Big Bang. I don't agree with it. I think with eternal consciousness, and there's absolutely no evidence for a Big Bang. None at all. So complete scam again, so humanity perceives five senses. At least with religion you have got, well, we all can get out of it at some point to a point, or to a couple points. With this it's like, you're in here, mate, and you're a biological entity, that's it. I just transgender word with that. Anyway. And when you last your bitch and then you die, you go back to nothing. I don't know, that's quite depressing. That made me feel really anxious and panicky. Boom, boom, boom. But alas, we are a consciousness having an experience. I mean, what's mainstream science say? He says that this world is solid, right? It turns out it's not. There is no solidity. Like I've said, there's only matter condensed to a low vibration. And energy mass from David Adam, he sees it, I just see it differently. In Muslim, but you know, get the point. That this seat that I'm sitting and the seat that you're sat in, viewers, is not solid. How weird is that? It's vibration. If you look at it energetically, even though like rocks and down, I've mentioned it before, it vibrates under a microscope. Atoms have no solidity, but we're all made up of, so there's no solidity. And take the ear, for example. This reality is based form, waveform information. I'm not speaking words, I'm speaking vibrations picked up by the ear. What's decoded into a language, what we understand, apparently called English. It's all an illusion. But waveform information, it's picked up by the ear, gets turned into electrical, digital, holographic information, and this reality is the same. Or one that is base form as waveform, then there's a digital level simulation and a holographic simulation. The prime Earth that people experience on near-death experiences is much more ethereal than this. Much more bright, vibrant colours, better weather, and more joy, what the place to be. So, you take that aspect of mainstream religion, mainstream science. David, I was him, that's why I come across him 26 years ago, and I thought, wow, he speaks my language. Because I reject mainstream religion, and I don't care if it's a historical document, therefore it has to be right. They done well that. Why have they made an historical document? They've got a New World Order religion coming. They've got, well, that's what they want, a one world religion with this New World Order. That's one thing. Now they made an historical document. Now, but you know what I mean? Bit convenient. So I have some questions. I respect people if they want to be Christian and practice it and do everything they need to do. But I just have some questions about mainstream science. But as I said, this global cult know that mainstream religion, and if you take the Bible literally and all that, they know it's rubbish. They know the Big Bang's rubbish. They create them both. How they acquired all this knowledge about the nature of reality. They milked the minds of shamans years ago, then killed them. Nice people, aren't they? And when we started as well, yeah, that's how they said they acquire all this nature. They know all this about nature, reality, psychology. That's how they can manipulate people on a dime. So why we need to get informed and stand as ground. I mean, just because people believe something and respect it doesn't mean we can't talk about it. That's another thing we've got massively wrong with this woke culture. And while you respect it, don't talk. Well, no. Don't mean you don't talk about stuff. It just means you're gonna respect it. You're not gonna lose it. I mean, yeah, go back. I thought, what was his name? That guy, James King or something. Somebody that Mark from PSR shared. He practices religion, but he's really respectful and calm. I ain't got a problem with that. I don't like these religious nutters in town, but they've got a right to be there. It's free speech. But yeah, he this guy, and he kind of made some points about energy, and I get that. But then he says if people don't, it's all spiritual create out of the Big Bang, I don't agree with that. I respect it. And he's saying that people call everybody tinfoil and not tinfoil that way, it's not past at all. It wouldn't make any sense, and it were calling people thick because they follow religion. It doesn't mean you're thick. Don't mean you're clever. Depends on the individual. It's a massive generalisation. But we see this woke narcissistic culture. These videos, I personally don't give them airtime. Because A, that's what they want, and B, I ain't got a clue how to work technology. But even if I did, I still wouldn't give them airtime. I mention stuff, but occasionally I would point stuff around there. Never to use it, but not like that. But I respect people what do it. It's just there's a lot of that about where people just be really. I used to come in and be like that, calling people thick and stupid. It don't work. It's frustration. You've got to say, well, I see it this way, and you know. Moving on. I've been trying to get a council tax exemption for a while. Explaining about again last year I tried to get it signed. The doctor phoned me up said, I don't think I can sign it, Callum. I was just come on, you know what this thing. I just went, I'll pull other one. Win the pin argument, not that. And then today we're awkward and it's a bit weird. There was a drop-in centre here somewhere in Sheffield that went with a sport worker who was on a short-term basis. My mouth's a bit dry. Just have a cuppa. Sorry. Smells more to talk about as well. That's just sorry about that. I'm still not doing it. I want to talk about Dan Duffy. A bit concerned. This is serious. But anyway. What was that? Yeah. I know I'm trying to explain. And every time I tried to speak, boom, falls off me. And she went, I don't know, we got talking, just to she went, well, I know about mental health because my daughter was being teased and called out and being narcissistic. And I went, yeah, and so have I. She went, well, if you refuse to pay it, Dr. won't sign, it'll send bailiffs. So if the worst comes to worst, I'll try and kill myself. I don't mean that in a bad way. What it meant was I don't mean that it will trigger something. It will trigger a PTSD response. I don't want it to come to that. Just while I'm trying to get ahead of the curve. I should have done it last year, but I took me off the ball grooving up my dad, and this year I'm trying to get on my life more. No, these weeks, gotta keep going. And yeah, and then she went, well, just take the phone down and just say, I've tried that, it don't work. No point. I'll look around and can take you to sport and I'll phone up at doctors now. You're all right. This is it, what we have to go through. But I said, I'm not pushing, I'm not giving in. Oh, no. That's a sign of weakness. So it got to be stressful, but. So that's that. I'm still pushing on. Moving on. Dan, I don't watch I'm not subscribed because it just got. For my Asperger's, I just got really anxious watching it. But I was watching Beardo live stream just after the Adventure Explorer with Danny and what he'd done. Well, I went to check it out. He doesn't believe it. He's again believes the mainstream science of this world. So I do understand people are suffering and they want answers. Apparently, he's been practicing it with a partner. I don't know if it's my Felicity. He fills the bath full of water. Nearly overflowed, so that'd be fun. And attempted. Well, he wanted to drown himself and resuscitate himself to have a near-death experience. And he won't be practicing it, and he did it. And he basically passed out in the bath. She dragged him out, and he wanted to wait 4 minutes for resuscitate. She getting 3, and he nearly. To me, I've been there where you're in that desperate situation where you want to kill yourself to find out. Not that long ago, because of grieving and personal problems. And the simulation, just usual run-of-the-mill stuff. The simulation made a bit to get my nerves. Literally getting on my nerves. And anyway, he come round and apparently, so I saw everything. I want to see him, so he pulled me out, and he saw this light. And people do describe it as a gentle light, but what that light is from reading or listen to the audio version of Daylight's book, the trap is that is the simulation. You need to not stay in this reality. You need to go the other way. Or if you go down that, you're back in that, and that's where you bring it up. So hopefully now I won't do it again. So I don't think his brother a bit too pleased, Andrew. The point I'm making is that I'm really concerned. I mean, this is going to sound dramatic. Should it be sectioned? My neighbour's got a section for less. Steve, I don't mean that in a bad way. It's a danger to yourself and other people. It's threats. Definitely a danger to yourself, right? I understand why he's done it. But trying to harm yourself, self-harm. You know, and I'm not going to say, I wouldn't say you should be taken down. But what does concern me is that kids watch it. Kids, if you don't. We're our eternal conscience. You've come here for an experience, just live it to your best ability. Please don't try and drown yourself in the bath. Dan Duffy, come on. I'll level with you now. Do you see what you've done? I think you do. Do you see what you've done? I understand what you've done, but do you see? I'm not going to agree with something like that. I'm not going to kick off at you. I'm not going to, because I know what you're doing. I'm going to knock you out, and I'm not into that. Right, like Andrew's not. Just okay. Just hope you find your peace in this world. Please don't do that again. Please. Try and get some help with mental health. You need some help with it. You're struggling, which is fine. We all struggle. Been a bit serious, isn't it? There's just been things happening. Oh, well, I'll try and lighten the mood. I'm watching cricket yesterday, the Ashes. And England are playing with this new brash tempo. And Australia playing with the old English tempo, very slow. And in my head, it's Edgbaston and this and that. The word playing our frequency, we shouldn't lose. So that's hurt me in that loss. More than will, I don't know, Drew really, I think just so short. But that pitch ended on offered nothing. I get this 398 like trade I declare. So when you're battling against me, it's the Ashes. I think they still say do it, but to me, if you were like 398 for 2 or 498 for 2, and it with the end of the day or 500 for 2, to me, you carry on and get a big, because you could go past 1,000 in 2.5 sessions, sorry, 2.5 days. And yeah, but look at the positives reflected. They can look at an iron out for wrinkles. All they need to do, this cricket team, it's on the way up. Iron out a few wrinkles and we're pretty formidable. So, yeah. It's, there's a lot of things happening. But yeah, Mark from PSI, great work. I mean, I can't get involved with the religion stuff. You know, if you look at David Icke's work on what he's uncovered, and you'll find it fascinating. But I respect your art. It kind of suits you, so. And I respect that you keep the paranormal real, unlike other channels. But Dan Duffy's admitted to picking. Well, he obviously really entertaining videos, but people believed him. Which Dan Duffy found entertaining, which, yeah, I can get that. Things are happening. I'm alright. I've had a bit of a busy day, and it's not the best from Solstice Day. I think it was a nice day. Weather forecast going forward is not quite as good. Might pick up mid-July. It's not terrible. It's perks living in Britain. Yeah. I'm going to wrap it up. I've just given views quietly, calmly, and decisively. But that's what faking does. That's you fakers out there. It can lead to, if somebody's not in control of the mind, like Dan Duffy in the minute, because he's not. That's not controlling mind. I've been in this, like I said. Trust me. I'm going to have you now. You need help. My advice to you, Dan Duffy, don't take the wrong way. You see GP, explain what's going on, get the relevant help, get yourself level. Wow. Jimmy Anderson. Yeah, but yeah, I think I just need to get stuff off my chest. But yeah, God, the people are fake. The people are so aggressive on these videos. Should be about understanding their reality. From all different backgrounds, from like my background, spiritual background, people what have a completely religious background, people what have a completely Big Bang background. I'm sure all better to get together and discuss how it all work. What we're here for. Life, your life, everybody's life has a purpose. It's finding it. My purpose is researching stuff the system don't want, and understanding the reality, uncovering it and communicating it. Like I've done a video for a week. My aim is at least one a week, so I'm gonna go in and upload it tomorrow. It's just not a thing, but take care. Okay, what you wish, guys. Probably gonna upset some people, but I'm not doing it deliberately. It's if they can angle my views. That's it. I've not kicked off. Take care. Bye.